Hello, wonderful. It is Sarah, and I had a question from one of the group coaching members of the Wonderwoman group, and she asked how to deal with loneliness. It's a young mom, and she has young kids, and then, he's been gone, and she asked about how to deal with loneliness. And first thing I want to point out is that I know we have people from all over the world in this group, but I know that America did a study. This was in January, before COVID hit. Okay, so this is before quarantines, this is before any of that. And in January of 2020, they released an article and did a study that said there was a loneliness epidemic in America. So even before people were stuck in their houses, there was a loneliness epidemic in America. We used to live in community. We used to have rich relationships where moms would take turns. Okay, you tend the fire this time, and I'll take care of the kids, and then I'll tend the fire and go hunt, deer or whatever it was. We used to live in tribal communities, and then people didn't move, so they lived in the same community that they grew up in. So they had friends, and they had people they knew, and they had people, a large tribe of people that they could connect with and they could get help from. And so much of the studies around loneliness is saying that we have in our head, oh, I need to find that one person and then I won't be lonely anymore. But what we're really missing is that tribal life where we have that group of people who can help us with car drop off, can a group of people we can call if there's an issue with our car, or hey, can you pick this up at the grocery store for me? So first of all, I want to point out that because there's so much studies done around this, and with all the studies that have been done around this, the answer is hardly ever a partner. Okay, consistently, they talk about forming your tribe. And I concur, and I think it's such a part of a healthy relationship when you get that partner and you get that person, because that's so much pressure to just put on one person. If you think, okay, my cure for loneliness has been, wow, that's so many expectations to put on him. That's such an unfair burden to put on him, to put my loneliness on him as if it's his job to fix it. So, first of all, recognize that even before COVID, there was a loneliness epidemic in America that they were studying, and that over 60% of people said that they were lonely. Okay, particularly women. Men were a little more, they were actually considered more lonely than women because they are not allowed to talk about their feelings and whatnot. But lots of people are lonely. Lots of people are lonely. Lots of people are looking for that tribe. And the solution to your loneliness is finding that tribe. We found that tribe together here in our online community, and starting to find that tribe in your real life community is the solution to that loneliness, not just a partner. And study after study after study after study says that you will be a better partner if you have that tribe of people, because then you're not putting so much pressure on the partner or on the relationship to have your needs met. When you have that tribe of people, you are actually less needy. Okay? And don't we want to go into a relationship as our whole selves, as our best selves, not our most needy self, hoping you can fulfill that need for me? Okay? Hugely important pieces. And if you're just missing them, and it's easy to think, oh, because it is nice to have someone in your house. It is nice to have someone to say, oh, what time are you going to be home for dinner? I'm not going to discount that in any way. But I also want you to remember that you were lonely within that relationship. After you set boundaries or kick them out, it's really easy to have in your head and remind yourself, like, oh, I used to not be lonely because I used to be a part of a couple, or my identity was within a marriage, or my identity was within that partnership. Now I'm lonely because that partnership is gone. That's what our brain likes to tell us. But there was a reason you set those boundaries. There was a reason you ended that partnership. There was a reason you kicked them out of the house or set boundaries or whatever it may be. and reminding yourself that you are lonely within that relationship. Because it is nice to have someone in your home but it's really nice to have someone in your home that's nice to you and who's not playing games with you and who's not toxic. So I want you to remind yourself when those thoughts pop up, remind yourself that you were actually very, very lonely within that person. Because if that person can't see you for who you are, and if that person doesn't respect you, and if that person doesn't shower you with kind words, and if that person doesn't care about your hobbies and that person's always winning and your job's to always to do the work of the relationship, that is lonely within itself. So you've got to have the grit and the confidence and the stamina to tell yourself the truth. And the truth is, you are lonely within that relationship. They are not the solution to your loneliness. In fact, a partner is not the solution to your loneliness. A tribe is the solution to your loneliness. And there are lots of lonely people out there who also want a tribe, who are also looking to fix that hole in their own lives. So it's not as if like you're the only one and everyone else has got this together and you don't. According to surveys, and this is across the world. They've done surveys across the world. The particular piece of literature that I saw was talking about America, but it's all across the world. A lot of it's to do with technology and no longer living in those tribal situations. So find your tribe. Know that as you try to find your tribe, there's other people who need a tribe just as much as you do. You're not like the worst one. And recognize that when you have that tribe and you have that solid foundation of friendship and people in your life, then you bring a better version of yourself into a new relationship, into a new partnership. You bring a version of yourself that's capable of a healthy relationship because you're not trying to get all your needs met in one person. And that is the cure for loneliness. Hope you guys have a great day.